Let me tell you a story about one of Gotham's most brilliant yet twisted minds, a man who once stood among us, blending into the shadows until he became one of the city's most feared villains, the Riddler. I watched it all unfold, and I can tell you firsthand, it was terrifying and tragic. I remember when Edward Nygma was just a quiet, awkward forensic expert working for the Gotham City Police Department. He was brilliant, no doubt, always had the answers, always the smartest guy in the room. But he had this thing for riddles, and it wasn't just a hobby, it was like he was obsessed with them. He'd leave little notes trying to challenge everyone around him, but no one really cared. He was invisible to most. But then, something snapped in him. It started slowly, little cracks in his personality. I saw it firsthand. He was falling for a woman, Miss Kringle, who worked in records. He was so in love with her, but love turned into obsession, and obsession became something much darker. She didn't return his feelings. I remember the look in his eyes when he realized she wasn't his. He didn't take rejection well. One night, everything changed. Miss Kringle found out Edward had done something terrible. He killed her boyfriend. In a fit of rage, panic, or something more sinister, he killed her too. That was the moment Edward Nygma died, and the Riddler was born. From that point on, he wasn't just some guy who liked puzzles. He was a predator, using his riddles to toy with people, to manipulate them, and worse, to trap them. He'd leave a question, and if you got it wrong, you paid the price. I remember when he started targeting the people in power, the corrupt officials, the greedy businessmen, even his former colleagues. Gotham was full of corruption, and the Riddler knew it. He wanted to expose it, to tear it all down, but it wasn't just about justice. It was about proving he was smarter than everyone else. He thrived on that. One of the most chilling moments was when he kidnapped Detective Jim Gordon, Gotham's top cop. He strapped him into a chair surrounded by bombs and gave him a choice: solve the riddle or die. I thought Gordon was done for. The tension in that room, the look of pure fear in his eyes, it was something I'll never forget. But Gordon, smart as he was, managed to solve the riddle just in time. Barely. But the Riddler, he wasn't angry. He was delighted. To him, it was all just a game. Win or lose, it didn't matter. He just wanted to see people squirm, to know that he was in control. The man I once knew, the quiet guy in the GCPD office, was long gone. And the craziest part? Sometimes I think he believed he was doing the right thing, that Gotham needed someone like him to bring the city's corruption to light. But in the end, he became just as twisted as the people he wanted to expose. You'd think his story ended with him locked away in Arkham Asylum, but this is Gotham and nothing is ever that simple. The Riddler is still out there, still scheming, still playing his games. And trust me when I say, if you ever see one of his riddles, be very, very careful how you answer. So, what do you think? Did the Riddler lose his mind, or did Gotham make him this way? If you enjoyed this story and want to hear more about Gotham's infamous villains, make sure to hit that like button. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more stories from the dark streets of Gotham. You won't want to miss what's coming next.